This is my own versions of Dragon's Collide. I kept some cards in here, but then there's like stuff I took out, like of course Kyber Man and that Burst Stream of Destruction. I took that out. Start from the bottom. Lila, lights one sorceress, destroys one spell or trap card on the field, either face down or face up, but then she goes to defensive mode. In phase, send top 3 cards. That's good in this deck if cards go to the graveyard. It's really good. Deep Dark Trap Hole, level 5 or higher effect monster hits the field, gets special summoned. I get to banish it, so he's gone. Dark Armed, this deck uses a lot of dark and light monsters. It's like balanced. I believe 11 dark and 11 light. And then I think pretty much just 11 dark, 11 light. I may not be right. I'll have to double check later. But yeah, Dark Armed. When I have 3 dark monsters in my graveyard exactly, I can special summon him. Banish 1 dark monster from my graveyard. Target card on the field and destroy it. And he has 2,800 attack points, so pretty useful. Whitestone Legend. Mainly use him to get blue eyes in my hand, but he's also a tuner. So when I say my extra deck, you'll see all the stuff that I can tune with to bring that stuff out, because I actually use him when I have RMD on the field. Card Trader. Sometimes I get really dead pulls, but I have Card Trader in my hand. Use that, put some stuff I don't need back in the deck, or stuff that I want in the deck back in there. Shuffle it up, draw a card. Saving my butt a whole bunch of times. Swords. Again, when I need some protection, or if I'm like waiting on a certain effect to come, or maybe somebody veilered my RMD or something like that, and then I really need something out there. Like I went against, I think it was, I don't remember what kind of deck it was, but he had 3,000 attack point monsters on the field, had Photon in my graveyard, and had Blue Eyes in my hand. Veilered me, and I had to sit there like, oh, he's going to kill me. So I had to postpone his attacks. DDR. A lot of cards in this deck get removed from play, so this is pretty useful. I even do combos where I banish my own cards on purpose to bring those back. There he is. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. I can banish a face-up dragon on the field, special summon him, or just sacrifice 2 monsters. It's easy just to banish 1 dragon type. Or I use Eclipse Wyvern's effect. Banish him, then I use Different Dimension, Reincarnation, and then I get him. Some people have 3 of this in their deck because they bought 3 structure decks. I only bought 1. Then I got another one of these, another Pulsar, and another Dark Flare. So I'm only running 2 in here because that's how I do it. Snipe Hunter. Snipe Hunter is very useful. He can actually get around the effect of Stardust, because when his effect activates, it doesn't necessarily say it's going to destroy anything yet, because you don't know what's going to happen, because either if you roll 1 or a 6, you're not destroying anything. Roll anything else, you're killing something. Chaos Sorcerer. Really good card. He's not as good as BLS, but gets the job done either way, and he's not limited. So get him out, banish some stuff that I need to get banished. Say Wyverns and Eclipse Wyverns in the grave. I can banish him so I get RMD or Dark Arm to my hand. Vice Dragon. Have nothing on the field. My opponent has something, so I need him out there immediately. He can get banished by Red Eyes. I can use him with Wing Beat a Giant Dragon to kill, well, not kill, destroy every spell and trap card on the field. Maybe even sacrifice him. Pretty good. Blue Eyes. Nothing more to say. 3,000 attack points, 2,500 defense points. That's Blue Eyes. Charge of the Light Brigade. Send top 3 cards of my deck to the graveyard. I add 1 level 4 lower light swarm monster from my deck to my hand. Get Raiko, Lila, or Jane, and she's actually coming up soon too. Pretty good card. They limited it for good reason, but pretty good card. Get stuff in my graveyard that I want there, and I get a monster in my hand just in case I have nothing there. Scrap Iron Scarecrow. This actually annoys a lot of people because it doesn't go to the graveyard unless you like MST it or negate it or whatever. This next one is Jane Lightsworn Paladin. Oh, and by the way, if the screen looks different because I stopped it, I interrupted again. So how long I've been talking, and I was like, I'm not starting over. We're gonna finish this. But Jane Lightsworn Paladin, she already has 1,800 attack points. When she attacks a monster, she gains 300 attack points in the damage step. And face and top 2 cards in my deck to the graveyard. So she's alright. She's an alright card. Chaos Sorcerer again. Monster Reborn. Sometimes I get some stuff sent to the graveyard. I'm like, hey, yeah, sent to the graveyard. Let me bring that back. RMD. Bring that back. No interdimensional matter transport. Like, Mirror Force gets activated and there's something like I really want to save. Banish it. And then in phase, I get it right back. Lightning Vortex. Clear off all face-up monsters my opponent controls. Gets them out of there. Just discard 1 card. Escape from the Dark Dimension. I have like a lot of dark monsters in there and they get banished frequently. So I get a special summon one of those. Sometimes it's RMD, sometimes it's Vice Dragon. Just depends on the situation. Here's one of my favorites. Galaxy House Photon Dragon. This card and Marshmallow saved my life against a field full of Ixies monsters. Zen Mains, Utopia, and I think it was Evil Czar or something. One of those. Dragoneth, Dragon type, gets 300 for each, lights 1 in my grave. He does piercing damage to defense position monsters when they're trying to hide from my higher attack power monsters like Galaxy Eyes or RMD or something like that. And I get to send my top 3 cards to my graveyard. Light Sworns. Gotta love them, huh? Divine Wrath. A lot of cards have some very annoying effects, and I need to get them off the field quick, so tend to keep a Divine Wrath somewhere close. And then have that set face down. Discard something I want to discard. Maybe I want Pulsar in the graveyard, so I can just send 2 cards from my hand to my graveyard, especially summon him back. And then it's a done deal. Reasoning. Alright, there's like either no hope on the field, or I just want to send some stuff to the graveyard, or I just want to activate some stuff. Reasoning. I like let my opponent declare a level. Say level 5. Send cards from the top of my deck till there's a monster that can be normal summoned. If it's level 5, he stays in the graveyard. Fair enough. If he's level anything else, he gets special summoned. Or she, because there's some females in here too. Dark Flare. I can use him to activate Eclipse Wyvern's effect quickly, or just banish something in my opponent's graveyard that I don't want there. Send 1 dragon from my hand and 1 from my deck to graveyard. Then target 1 card in either graveyard, banish that target. Typically I send Wyvern so I can get RMD or something banished and get that to my hand quickly. And I can special summon him by banishing 1 light and 1 dark monster from my graveyard. Herald of Creation. Keep her there to get some level 7s or higher in my graveyard back to my hand by discarding a card. Yeah, pretty good. Marshmallow. Yeah, it's cute, huh? Gets set face down, gets attacked, my opponent takes 1,000 damage, and he can't be destroyed by battle. Now if it's like Dark Hole or something, then he's dead. But still, saved my life. Monster Gate, essentially the same thing as Reasoning, except my opponent doesn't guess, and I have to tribute 1 monster, then I just send cards so I get something that can be normal, summon and special summon that. Like Pulsar, he's pretty good in this deck because I can loop him with RMD. It's like, when he's sent to the graveyard, I can target one level 5 or higher dragon type monster in my graveyard and special summon them. Also, when he's in the graveyard, I can send light and dark monster from my hand to the graveyard to special summon him. Or if he's in my hand, just banish a light and dark. And he's out there. 2,500 attack points. Another RMD. Wing be the giant dragon, straw spell, and trap cards on the field. Really like to use that with Vice Dragon, because I can just special summon them right back out. Another Snipe Hunter. Keep either 2 or 3, I don't recall. Magical Stone of Excavation. Sometimes I send some spell cards that I don't want to be sent. And I get to like add that back to my hand by just discarding 2 cards. Pretty useful. Pretty useful. Mirror Force. Everybody uses it. Well, I think everybody uses it. Destroys all attack position monsters that my opponent controls when one of theirs declares an attack. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does. But it's good to have. Return from a different dimension. Put this in there because, like I said, a lot of cards get banished. Pay half my life points. Get as many of them as I can. Do some combos. And then let off. Raiko, Lights 100. He gets flip face up, target 1 card on the field, destroy it. I send top 3 cards from my deck to the graveyard. I like using him. Kill off one of my opponent's monsters or get something out of his back row or her back row. And then get cards in my graveyard. Card Trooper. Send top 3, 2, or 1 cards from my deck. And then he gains 500 attack points for each card sent. So you can get up to 1900. When he's destroyed, I get to draw 1 card. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Make sure I put him in. Foolish Burial. Send 1 monster from my deck to my graveyard. Do that for combos too. Like, say I send Eclipse Wyvern to banish something, or I send White Magic Stone of Legend, or whatever it's called. You know, or if I need 1 more dark monster in my graveyard for Dark Armed, just do that. Phantom of Chaos. A lot of people see him paired up with Sky Scourge, but I use him in this deck because I can just banish something so I can get like a card back to my hand, or so I have 3 darks in my graveyard, or just to do it like a nice combo with RMD. I like using him to save my life a lot. He gains that card that got banished effect and attacking defense points. The only thing is that you take no battle damage from battles with him. Well, your opponent doesn't. You do if he gets attacked while he has 0 attack.